Fellas, the Democratic Republic of Congo is going to be the latest African country to accept Starlink of Elon Musk. We know Elon Musk has been pushing Starlink very, very strongly across Africa with some resistance. We also know that every country that has resisted the accessibility of Starlink have been facing Donald Trump's wrath big time. We can name Lesotho. They were under a lot of pressure, and then they changed across and say Starlink can come. We're going to get into that. What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for stopping by. We're going to talk about many things today. We're going to dive into Congo, DRC. We will dive into Burkina Faso, where something very, very great is happening right now. Coca-Cola is investing big time in Burkina Faso. Then we're going to go to Nigeria. Yes, Nigeria. Meta or Facebook will not be operating in Nigeria anymore. Yes. Now, we don't know if it's just Facebook or Instagram will stop and WhatsApp would stop. Why? Because Nigeria is asking for lots of money from Meta. We're going to find out just now. Okay, so let's get back on track. We are in DRC. Here's the map. The beautiful thing about this place is we talk about places. We also show you the map so you know where we're talking about. It's family. We cannot pretend everybody understands. I think it is our duty to make sure everybody in this community feels comfortable. Great stuff. Is it beautiful or not? There you go. So let's do this just to show that it's beautiful, that we show the maps. There you go. DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. Just so you can understand, there are two Congos. There's Congo Republic and the Democratic Republic of Congo. The two different countries. Well, some of the people used to be the same people back in time until colonialism came. One of the Congos was colonized by the French. This other one was colonized by the Belgians. This is the Congo that has a lot of wars and killings and stuff. Anyway, Democratic Republic of Congo said on Friday it had become the latest African country to grant a license to tech billionaire Elon Musk. Starlink, the company, will be in operation soon. I know this raises a lot of questions. Now, the satellite internet provider is rapidly expanding its service on the continent and operates in more than a dozen countries now, including Somalia and Lesotho. War-torn Congo has low connectivity, with just around 30% of the population using the internet in 2023. Congo, fellas, has about 100 million human beings, and only 30% have access to Google. Crazy stuff. Well, this is crazy because the government had previously resisted allowing Starlink access to the country, with military officials warning it could be used by rebel groups, including Rwandan-backed M23, which has seized more territory than ever before in the east side of the country. So, government military said they shouldn't allow Starlink in the country because Starlink, being a satellite internet service provider, it could be used by rebel groups in the Congo to attack the government. Well, Congo has about 100 different small portions of rebellions. Crazy stuff. The country's been through the most. For the past 30 years, it's mayhem, women being taken by force. You know what I mean by taken by force? People being unalive, butchered, crazy, insane. Why? Because Congo is a rich, rich nation. They have gold, diamonds, coltan, uranium. Yes, the uranium used to bomb Hiroshima and Nagasaki was extracted from Congo at Shikolobwe. This is where it was extracted. So the country has enough goods to feed everybody. Congo has the Inga power plant. This power plant in the Congo, if it's functional, could supply the entire Africa with electricity. Congo is the richest country in the world in terms of minerals. Every cell phone in the world, if you use a cell phone, you should be thinking about the Congo because there are parts of it that come from the Congo. Electric cars will not function without the Congo. That is one of the reasons why they want the country to be within mayhem and be crazy. Because if the country is at peace, then you're going to have to pay the right price for the good. But if the country is at war, then you can cooperate with small rebel portions, supply them with weapons, and buy things at a cheaper price from them. Now, we're going to talk about the Congo if you want. If you want us to talk about the Congo comprehensively, please write on the comment section. Please talk about the Congo, and we will talk about it. Now, why has the Congo reversed its policy of saying we will not allow Starlink in the country because Starlink may allow rebel groups to use it to bombard us? DRC has been accusing Rwanda of meddling in the country. There are rebel groups in the Congo named M23. These M23, according to the Congo, are supported by Rwanda. So in other words, Rwanda is just lying. They created M23, and M23 goes to the Congo to loot, to steal, to take gold, diamonds, uranium, and coltan, and many of the riches, produce over $600 million per month, whilst pretending to be Congolese, whilst in the meantime, they are actually Rwandese. That is the version of Congo. Rwanda separated themselves from M23. They say they have nothing to do with them.
Does Rwanda currently have any troops at all in Eastern DRC?
I don't know.
You're the commander-in-chief.
Yeah, there are many things I don't know. But if you want to ask me, is there a problem in Congo that concerns Rwanda and that Rwanda would do anything to protect itself? I'd say 100%.
Does this risk a war in the region?
I don't know.
But satellite images show that Rwandan government support M23. Now, Congolese people have spoken a lot, saying, well, yeah, this is our country, it's our land, you can't fight us over our land. As you can see on the map, Rwanda is a very small country compared to Congo. It looks like the Congolese people don't want to engage the Rwandans in the fight. For some reason, some are blaming America for supporting Rwanda, saying America supplies Rwanda with weapons and stuff like that. But then you think about it, Rwanda is less than 10 million people. Congolese people are 100 million people. Why can't you shut down a country that's less than 10 million people? Unless your people don't want to fight. Or unless your people are scared to fight. Well, Congo is one of the countries where people pray the most. They love praying Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, January, Thursday, every single day. And I'm a firm believer that once a man prays every single day, he loses something of his animality. I think men need to keep that animal instinct. It's very necessary to protect your family. If you don't have animal instinct, people will come and touch the butt of your mother and you will be unable to do anything. And what you can do only will be, I'm leaving your action within the hand of God. People will come and touch your daughter in front of you and you will say, I'm leaving it within the hand of God. I'm waiting for justice coming from heaven. And unfortunately, some people believe Congolese men have become like that. They wait for the justice of God. So instead of standing and fighting, they've gone to Donald Trump, saying, Donald Trump, because we're losing terrain against these people, how about we offer you a lot of our riches? We're going to give you minerals. You can come invest here and get all the stuff from us. Coltan, gold, and all that, you name it. Provided you bring us peace. So instead of us sharing with Rwanda, let's share with you so you can bring peace in the Congo. Well, then Donald Trump said to them, it's a good idea. I want to come to the Congo and take some of your stuff for free, but I can't do it without Rwanda because Rwanda is claiming a big part of your country. Now, things Congolese people could have done with Rwanda directly, perhaps discuss with them and find a solution. They've gone to Donald Trump. Now, they won't divide by 2, they will divide by 3. Do you understand? If Congo and Rwanda had to talk to finish the beef, they would have divided the goods by 2. Now, they've involved Trump, hoping Trump will say, okay, Rwanda, goodbye, we don't want you here. Trump said, let's share with Rwanda as well. So they're eating 3 people. Well, the other option would have been Congolese people to train their people, make them real men so they can go fight a fight against 10 million people. After all, you have 100 million men. What are they used for? They go to concerts Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If they're not in concert, they're at prayer. It's just crazy stuff. Somebody said, before you teach your kid how to pray, you need to teach them how to fight. Before you send them to church, you need to send them to war, at least for training. And now we're moving to Burkina Faso. In Burkina Faso, fellas, Coca-Cola is significantly investing in Burkina Faso. Congratulations to Burkina Faso. Pick up my coffee. It's great stuff, you know. It's sad talking about the Congo when you see men just complain, oh yeah, they're attacking our country, yeah, they're looting our stuff, but go fight, you know. It's tiring to you just cry. You men or you women, go and fight so you can bring your own justice. Then, oh no, we don't want to fight because they're supported by America. Come on, Vietnam fought America. Who supported Vietnam? Nobody. Vietnamese had big heart. You don't. Anyway, let's get back to Burkina Faso. Now, in Burkina Faso, Coca-Cola is investing big time. Basically, with the new 6.7 acres factory currently under construction. This factory built by local firms. Local firms are building for Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola is building in Burkina Faso, but they're not using Coca-Cola people. They're using Burkina Faso people. The investment is $93 million. Congratulations, Pikama Coffee. Yeah. The project aimed to create numerous jobs. with 100,000 created and expected 600,000 indirect jobs in Burkina Faso through Coca-Cola. Fellas, in 2023, Coca-Cola donated 5.3 billion CFA franc. I don't know how much that is. 5.3 billion CFA franc. Just found that in dollars. For peace efforts. Like, hey, just for peace, here's money. Look, people give money to people they respect. You gotta be strong. Burkina Faso is a small country, okay? But they are strong. They don't give a continental how strong you come. They're not gonna accept it, you know? Congratulations to them. They're moving forward. We're moving to the next point. We are in Nigeria. Fellas, Nigeria, here it is. The giant of Africa. I don't know, the giant of what, but yeah. Anyway, Meta threatens to cut off Facebook of Nigeria. Yeah, so soon there will be no more Facebook in Nigeria. It's a big, big risk. People in Nigeria may lose access to Facebook, Instagram, after parent company Meta said it faced large fines and unrealistic regulatory demand from Nigerian authority. Last year, 3 Nigerian oversight agencies imposed fines on the US-based social media giant, totaling more than $290 million. For what? For violating various laws and regulations. So Nigerians are trying to get money out of Meta. Crazy stuff. You're talking about Nigerians. They don't play trying to get money. In recent attempts to challenge the decision in a federal court in Abuja, the applicant may be forced efficiently to shut down the Facebook and Instagram services in Nigeria in order to mitigate the risk of enforcement measures, the company said in court papers. So Meta said they're going to close if you continue to press them. Okay, you're gonna, they will stop. Now, what is Nigeria accusing Meta of? At least some people in Nigeria. In July last year, Meta was asked to pay 3 fines. Number 1, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, the FCCPC, imposed $220 million fine for alleged anti-competitive practices. So Meta has an anti-competitive practice. They must pay $220 million. Number 2, the advertising regulator fined the company $37.5 million for unapproved advertising. So Meta advertised things that Nigeria doesn't approve of. So they must pay $37 million. The Nigerian Data Protection Commission alleged Meta had violated data privacy laws and fined $32.8 million. So Meta has been sharing data from Nigeria, you know, the name, the surname, the email address that you share with them voluntarily without necessarily reading the fine print, you know, the T's and C's that you don't read, you just keep. Now, Meta purpose it for their own goods. Now, Nigeria said you need to pay a few $1 million, $32 million for that. So Meta said, you know what? We don't know how we're going to deal with you guys, but we feel like we might be having to close here. We're going to close Facebook. Now, we don't know whether by closing Facebook, they're also going to close WhatsApp and Instagram. So what are we going to do? You know, what are all the scams going to do? How are they going to make the money? I mean, that's a big thing Nigeria has to think about. And all the what do you call them? The slave queens. How are they going to manage? There are many slave queens that make money out of that in Nigeria. So Nigeria wants money from Meta, $220 million plus $37 million plus $32 million. Is this going to happen or not? Let me know how you feel about that. That's what it is, fellas. Starlink is coming strongly in the Democratic Republic of Congo. They don't want to fight. They just want to cry. And also, obviously, you know, the Democratic Republic of Congo, in order to please Trump, have allowed Starlink to come. Even though earlier they said we would not allow Starlink because Starlink would allow rebels to use weapons against us. And also, there was a bunch of Americans that came to Congo maybe a year ago to do a coup d'etat, okay? And some of them were arrested. Amongst them was a ex-Congolese guy or something like that. And he was unalive. He came with his son. He was unalived. His son was kept alive. And they perceived that his son perhaps wasn't smart enough. He was just following his dad. And, you know, he made a mistake. So the son was released. He's an American citizen. 3 American citizens were released of jail after participating in an attempted coup in the Congo. Now, many people believe Congo did that. For what? Because obviously they want to be on the good side of Trump. So let's not, those people were condemned to death. They were supposed to be taken out. But they sent them back to America, you know, trying to get America to like them so America can come and finish the war that many Congolese refuse to fight. Okay, they just want to pray and shake them ass. Anyway, let me know how you feel about that. It's a great pleasure. And like I said, Coca-Cola investing big time in Burkina Faso because they respect them. It's all about respect. They will never do that in your country because they don't respect you. And Nigeria wants millions of dollars from Meta, and Meta threatening to close its services. Have you done this? If you put down your comment, God bless.